The Turbo-Hydramatic 125 was the first in a line of automatic transmissions from General Motors, designed for transverse engine application. Introduced in 1980, the line evolved into today's 4T 40 45ths, 65 80ths line. Turbo-Hydramatic 125. The 3-speed Turbo-Hydramatic 125 was introduced in 1980 and produced through 2002. It carried over some parts from the light-duty Turbo-Hydramatic 200 and 350, but was generally a new design. The 125 was renamed 3T40 later, following GM's new naming convention. The 4T40E replaced it starting in 1995. Applications: 1982 to 1996 A-body, 1980 to 1985 X-body, 1982 to 2002 J-body, 1990 to 1993 W-body, 1987 to 1996 L-body, 1990 to 1995 U-body vans with LG6 engine. 1984 to 1988 Pontiac Fiero. Turbo-Hydramatic 125C. This was a later model of the 125 that debuted for 1982 and included a torque converter clutch or TCC. The TCC acts similar to a clutch in a manual transmission vehicle, in that at speeds above 50 mph a combination of engine vacuum and temperature sensing valves, and a dedicated brake switch, and in later models an AQ, activated a solenoid which engaged a clutch, physically locking the impeller and turbine inside the torque converter together, causing engine power to be transferred directly to the transaxle. The C in Turbo-Hydramatic 125C denoted the use of a TCC. The solenoid that controls this is notorious for failure due to overheated plastic componentry, and problems indicated by an engine stall when stopping from speeds greater than 55 mph. This occurs because the clutch does not disengage, and as the affected vehicle's speed nears 0 miles per hour, the engine is forced to decelerate to 0 rpm. Turbo-Hydramatic 125 CAWD. For the 1988 model year, the Pontiac division of GM utilized a THM 125C modified to accommodate a full-time all-wheel drive, planetary gear transfer case and output housing to send 40% of the output torque to the rear wheels in the 3.1-liter powered 600STE, while a similar design was used for the later 4T65E. The 3-speed design was utilized for only 2 model years, after which all-wheel drive was discontinued as an option for the car line. Turbo-Hydramatic 440T4. A breakdown of THM 440T4 is Turbo-Hydramatic Model 440 transversely mounted 4-speed fully automatic transaxle. A 4-speed transaxle which replaced the 125, was created for the 1985 1986 GMC platform. Forward. GMH platform. Forward. Cars. The Turbo-Hydramatic 440T4. Virtually no internal parts were shared with the 125, and overdrive was achieved by departing radically from the standard single Simpson compound planetary gear sits common sun gear layout. This transaxle was first used in GM's 1985 Buick Park Avenue Oldsmobile 98, in Cadillac DeVille. In 1986, after switching to forward, the Buick LeSabre, Oldsmobile Delta 88, and later, the Pontiac Bonneville also used this transaxle. The 440T4 was later renamed the 4T60 under GM's new transmission naming convention. A version of the 4T60 called the 4T60HD, which incorporated upgraded final drive hardware but was otherwise mechanically indistinguishable. from standard units, was used in the 1989 1990 Pontiac Grand Prix with the turbocharged engine. GM started adding electronic controls to the 4T60 in 1990 with the Cadillac Elantica line's unique F7, and after 1991 with the corporate 4T60E. One unique feature of this transmission is its use of both a modulator valve and a throttle valve. TV cable. Most transmissions either use one or the other to control shift points and shift smoothness. On the Turbo 440 T4, the TV cable exclusively controls the shift points, while the modulator valve controls the shift feel, with very little overlap between the effects of one adjustment on the other. This feature makes it very easy for a do-it-yourself mechanic to adjust the transmission shift points with minimum effect on the shift feel. The 440 T4 was originally slated to be used with downsized C-body cars for 1984. However, issues with failures due to lack of fluid lubrication to critical clutch train parts in the relatively complex and compact design led to introduction of transverse forward 4-speed automatics being delayed as an option until 1984 for the 1985 model year. Applications: 4T60, 1988 to 1994 W-body, 1986 to 1993 H-body, 1985 to 1993 C-body, 1984 to 1993 A-body, 1988 to 1990 Buick Riviera, 1988 to 1990 Buick Reatta, 1985 to 1990 Cadillac models. 4T60 HD. 1989 1990 Pontiac Grand Prix. Turbo only. F7. 1987 to 1992 Cadillac Alente. See also. List of GM transmissions.